We got a new toy here. My wife actually picked it up on Prime Day. It is a shop vac by Vacmaster, 12 gallons and 5 horsepower. Here's a look at the box. You can see it is a wet dry vac. The top there actually can come off and it doubles as a blower. So I'm not going to waste too much time here. Let's jump into it. What's up, guys? I'm Rhett. Welcome back to Lawn Insider. So once you get your Vacmaster out of the box, all the accessories, including the caster wheels at the bottom, are going to be inside the collection tank. So the wheels don't actually come assembled. It's the only assembly required on the unit. And all you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. They provide the screws. And once you screw those in, you're actually already good to go for dry vacuuming. But to get the accessories out, we do have to get this lid off. And to do that, you just have to press in these latches right here. There's one on each side. And that will release the lid, and then you can see inside the tank there. So this is actually the dry vacuuming filter. If I wanted to vacuum liquids, I would need to put on the liquid vacuuming filter. But once you get the accessories out, you're just going to put the lid back on, make sure that the latches are inside the little slots on the lid, and then press down, and you'll feel it click into place, and you are good to go. So on this side of the unit, this is if you are liquid vacuuming, this is where you would drain it out. So it's just like any other thing that you screw lefty-loosey, that's going to take it off. And then you can drain whatever liquids you have in the collection tank right here. So I'm going to go ahead and screw that back on. And real quickly take you through all the accessories we have. So first off, I have a 7-foot extension hose here. You can see that that is flexible. There's also 2 of these extender wands. So here's one, and then one of them is right here. I already have it attached to one of the other accessories. And then let's see, this is an adapter that I'll show you whenever I use the blower here a little later in the video. And then this is actually a noise diffuser that you would put over the blower port if you wanted to reduce the noise a little bit. Down here is what they call the utility wand. That's what that is right there. And then I'll just take you around the base here. This one is what they call the car wand. So you're going to use it for whenever you are vacuuming out of your car. Another cool thing is that there is a slot in the wheels to actually store all of your accessories, and it fits real snug in there and secure. So that's a cool little feature here. And then, let's see, on this side, this is called the concentration nozzle right here. And again, this is just the extender that I showed you earlier, but this is the crevice nozzle if you want to get into a tighter space, like maybe at the corner of a room or down at the base of a wall, in an edge, something like that. So that's the one I've actually used the most when I have used this. I've only used it really a couple times around the doorway in the front and then on the patio in the back. But that is all the accessories. So I wanted to show y'all a quick test for the dry vacuum. So the 3 parts that I'm going to use here are the hose. And to connect the hose, if you'll come around here, and to connect the hose, you'll see there's a little notch here at the top of the port. And you'll see at the top of the hose, there's a little triangle. So you're just going to line that up with that notch. And then once it gets to that part, you just give it a little turn to the right. And then that's going to lock it into place. So now the hose is connected. And I am also going to connect an extender wand to the end of the hose. And then at the end of the extender wand, I'm going to connect the crevice nozzle. All right, so now I am ready to vacuum. To actually vacuum, again, we're just going to power on this power button at the top of the power head, and I've got some dog food here that I'm going to vacuum up. So let's give it a shot. And as you can see, it made quick work of that dog food. I've also got a little bit of sand and maybe a little bit of gravel worked in here too. And I just want to show you how it works on that finer material as well. So here we go. So you can see it does a pretty good job with finer material like sand, and it does a pretty good job with the chunkier material like dog food too. So I'm pretty pleased with the way that it is dry vacuum. Like I said, I've used it a couple times already around the doorway in the front and then on the patio in the back. And so far, other than kind of messing with an extension cord, which I've gotten spoiled by with all my battery powered lawn equipment, aside from that, I've really enjoyed using this unit. So I just emptied out the collection tank. Now I'm going to show you how to exchange the dry vac filter for the wet vac filter. And first you have this locking mechanism at the top, and you're going to turn that left so it can't turn anymore, and then just pop that part off by pulling it off. And then that's what's locking this into place. So once you have that off, you're just going to be able to pull this off. At first it doesn't really feel like it's supposed to come, but once you get it released at the bottom, you'll feel it kind of comes off, and then you can just pull it. Whoop. Then you can just pull it right off like that. And whenever you put it back on, you do want to make sure that this side, the side with this little lip that pops up, is on top, just so you know. And then whenever you're going to wet vac, you're just going to put this foam filter around this column right here. And you just have to make sure that the entire column is covered. So you're going to pull that down. So you just have to make sure that this is covering the entire column, and then it is ready to go to put back on the lid. And when you're putting it on the lid, it's just the same process. You just have to make sure that the latches are inside the little slots on the lid, and then push it down. And now we are ready to wet vac. It is a good idea whenever you're changing out the filter, really anytime the power head is off of the tank, to go ahead and unplug it. So let me go ahead and plug it back in. Okay, so now we're plugged back in, and I've got a little test set up this time, top of a trash can lid. I just have some water there, and I'm going to put my hose back into the vacuum here. So we are connected. Turn this on. And right there you see that is also just as effective with water. Let's go ahead and see the water in the tank here. And you can see the water is in the collection tank. Once I want to empty this, I can just unplug that plug that I showed y'all earlier, and then give it a little tilt, and the water will come right out. And now I've got one last function to show y'all, and that is the blower function. So stand by. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to show y'all is just how to use the blower part here. Stand that up. And for that, you're going to need this adapter, and you're just going to push that into the port. And then I am going to use this extension wand. And again, I'm just going to keep on this crevice nozzle right here. So I'm going to push that on there as well. And now you can see we have a little leaf blower here, electric leaf blower. And to get it off of the vacuum, there's this latch right here, this button that you have to click, and it's going to release it. And then once you do that, just slide it out, and you are good to go. So let's go out here into the yard just to see it in action a little bit. All right, so I don't actually have too many leaves or anything to show you, but let me just turn it on right here. And you can see, don't want to blow stuff out. So it is definitely not the most powerful leaf blower in the world, but if you do just need to blow off some debris or even leaves or anything like that, this could definitely help you in a pinch. Definitely not going to be the reason that you buy the unit itself, but it is a cool little feature that the unit can not only do the dry vac and the wet vac, but you can also take off the power head and use it as a leaf blower as well. Okay, that's a cool little machine, and I hope y'all found that video useful. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right here. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave it a like. If you like the content and you wanna continue to see more of it, hit that black subscribe button below the video. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave those in the comment section below. I'll see y'all again soon. Lawn Insider, out.